Good evening, everyone. I am Mark, your fat friend,
And I'm James, your black friend. What the heck is happening?
and this is the Fat and Black Connection. And evidently, James watching TV, where we talk about anything and everything, as long as it's interesting to us.
No, I had it. I had everything set for my for the screen, and then all of a sudden it just turned off randomly. I did not touch it, and so I don't know why it all of a sudden went away.
Okay,
I was
okay,
like, "Hey, what's going on?"
cool, cool. So let's try this again.
Yeah,
Let's do a little reset. Okay, how about that?
yeah.
Good evening, everyone. I am Mark, your fat friend,
And I'm James, your black friend,
and this is the Fat and Black Connection.
where we talk about anything and everything as long as it's interesting to us.
Absolutely, because if it's not interesting to us, why do you care?
That's right.
So today is July 31st, 2024. We
Yeah,
are live. It is 8:04 p.m. Pacific.
yeah.
This is a live interactive broadcast. James, what does that mean?
We want your comments, questions, and whatever. We even take trolls every once in a while.
I don't know that we take them, but they're just
They
here.
do come, yeah, they do kind of just jump in, but
So again, it's been another week, and man, this month has been, I don't know if you agree, but I think it's been crazy busy.
yeah, it has
Uh,
been.
And you know what's really crazy busy is the last 95 years since Mickey Mouse first spoke his first words, which was hot dogs.
Hot dogs.
Hot dogs. Uh, so happy 95th
That
birthday.
now that makes a little bit more sense now.
What do you mean?
The hot diggity dog.
Yep. That was his first words, hot
Yeah.
dogs. Because in Steamboat Willie, he didn't actually speak. You
No.
hear little sounds. He whistled, yeah, and you hear some little like.
Oh,
But yeah, this was the first time we heard his voice. And who was the original voice actor?
Walt Disney
That is
himself.
correct. Something I actually found out recently that I wasn't aware of. Do you know who the original voice actor of Pete was?
Mm-mm.
Walt Disney.
Oh, really?
Do you know who the original voice actor of Minnie Mouse was?
I'm guessing Walt Disney.
Yep.
Did he also do the duck? That duck that was in?
Probably. I don't know. So yeah, happy birthday to Mickey's voice.
To your first words.
So going back to a busy month, right? We just can you believe it's only been about a little over 2 weeks since we were at Silver Age Comic Con?
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, dang.
yeah. Um, but before we start diving into anything, my wife bought me something to eat on the show. Moon pie, once in a blue moon.
Oh, interesting. Blueberry, huh?
Now, unfortunately, for some reason, she confused me with my father because I'm not a huge fan of moon pies, but my dad loves moon pies. So I'm gonna eat it since she bought it.
You're gonna try one and then pass them on to your father.
Probably. I mean, who knows? You know,
You might like these.
it's been a very long time, and the main reason is I've never been a really big fan of marshmallow, and these are a lot smaller than I remember. Look at my hand.
Do sideways. Yeah, they did get smaller.
So
Either that, or it's been so long since I had them. I had small hands when the last time I had a moon pie. You know.
I guess that's yeah. I haven't had one in a very very long time, but it has like a blue icing
Interesting.
with the marshmallow in the middle. So
Does it taste like blueberry?
it's very distinctly blueberry,
Okay.
and it's
As
not
long
that fake blueberry flavor.
as long as you don't turn violet, violet.
No, it's actually this is pretty decent. Like
Oh.
I don't love it, but it's I I could eat it.
Okay, so since you have that, I did not know these existed until today. I went to what was that place called? Uh Schlotsky's, which is a sandwich. They have sandwiches, they make pizzas, they have soups and stuff like that. So it's kind of like
Like
it's a
a
deli.
deli.
Yeah, it's a deli. And so we went over there today for Max's birthday. Max turned 17 today. That's Rudy's oldest son. And so we were over there, and I happened to see that they had Cinnabons
Mm-hmm.
there. And one particular Cinnabon caught my interest, and I said, I need to buy it and I need to try it. And so I actually bought it earlier and I saved it just for tonight. This is a bacon bun,
A bacon bun. So it's a Cinnabon with bacon on it. Is it like crumbled bacon? Is it bacon strips?
crumbled bacon. I'm going to take a picture of it and I will, let me take a picture of it. And then I will put that on our page so people can take a look. Uh,
Okay, but can you show us now what it looks like?
yeah, I can try and do that. It's kind of a mess, but let's see.
I mean, that falls in line with you, so that makes sense. You can't just turn your camera down or
No, well, I mean, I guess I could try. Let's see if this works.
oh
Yeah, there it
my.
is.
Oh my.
Yeah.
So there's nothing different about it. It is a regular Cinnabon with just bacon like crumbles.
Yeah, but it actually has this like really mapley the icing is some of it spilled out, some of the like ice, and it almost looks like they put maple syrup on this thing.
Hmm.
But
I mean, it sounds absolutely delicious, but then again, I guess I'm a little concerned what kind of bacon because if it's too smoky, it probably wouldn't blend well.
oh no, it's probably like a maple. It's probably let me there I got some fell off. No, it's just regular like applewood bacon.
Okay.
Nothing too crazy. But here, let me
Yeah,
take a bite.
take a whole bite. I gotta like understand, wrap my head around the flavor profile.
So if you can see, there's a good little amount of bacon on there. Got some.
That's a bite. Yeah, if you were my kid, I'd be giving you a hard time right now. Take smaller bites.
Yeah, but
Don't I don't need you to choke and die on live streaming.
Mm.
Thumbs up.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, while you feast
Now
on
I'm getting
that a
the
little
bacon. Now I'm getting the bacon taste. It was just all cinnamon roll.
bit. Okay.
But
Well,
yeah,
while you're feasting on that a little bit, let me tell you this last weekend um, was was a little bit hectic for me, and I'm going to kind of work backwards. My kid was not feeling well, and so we had planned on to go to Brickfest on Saturday. Do you know what Brickfest is?
Yeah, it's basically like a Lego convention.
Yeah, kinda. So we were supposed to go on Saturday. Unfortunately, because my kid not feeling well, we didn't end up going until Sunday. So we went on Sunday. Well, when we decided to go, I wanted to do the VIP pass because
Mhm.
I had gone to a Lego type convention in the Bay Area
We
called
went
Brick.
to one.
Yeah, Bricks by the Bay, right?
Yeah.
And so the VIP pass came with a custom lanyard, a pin, and it was supposed to come with a custom build for the
Mhm.
event.
Right.
So I was like, okay, that's cool. So it was not cheap. It was $35 per person, regardless of age. So we went. We parked at the Atlantis. The event was at the Reno Sparks Convention Center. We parked at the Atlantis because I didn't want to pay for parking. And on the way there, I got a very upset stomach to the point where as soon as we parked, I had to run into the Atlantis. So that wasn't fun.
What'd you eat?
I don't know, but it was violent. Um,
Yuck.
yeah, I punished it. So it came out, and we walked across the Sky Bridge to the convention center, and went down the hallway to go to the place to check in. Checked in. We were given our lanyards and the pin, but we weren't given the custom build. And so I was like, okay, maybe it must be inside. Was my thought. Like there must be a table you're supposed to go to get it or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So we walk in, and it's in one of the halls, not where Silver Age was. Excuse me. We walk in, and it's a huge space, but there's hardly anything. So we were able to walk around this whole thing and pretty much take in just about everything there was non-activity wise in about 15 minutes.
Oh, that's disappointing.
And the activities that they had seemed to be so unorganized, so chaotic, that we didn't even want to stand in line for any of it. And there was nowhere where they had the custom build. So we were just, very disappointed. It was not at all worth the money. But we decided let's get out of here. Let's go. So we walked over to where we checked in and said, "Hey, where do we get the custom build that was supposed to come as part of the VIP pass?"
Oh, we ran out or something. Oh.
Yep. And what they told us also was that it was supposed to be a figurine, like a custom figurine.
That's not a custom build, bro.
And I'm like, because the custom build that we got from Bricks by the Bay, that like I got that TV.
The TV,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. So, needless to say, as far as I am concerned, Brickfest Live is a scam.
Did
Do
you
not
send
spend
an
your
email?
We are, and I got to follow up with my wife, but she's the one that had been in contact. So we're supposed to be getting a refund, at least for the portion that was towards the build, which was like $15 just for that aspect.
Yeah.
So, needless to say, if Brickfest Live is coming to your neighborhood, it is a scam.
Cool.
Do not go.
Because I was telling you like I wanted to check it out, but like I wasn't able. Like I was on a weekend, so I was like I'm probably not gonna be able to go. Now I'm glad that I can't go.
Yeah, do not go. It look in it is
Because the trailer looks amazing.
Oh yeah, they did a great job marketing this thing. They sold me that it was going to be something quite awesome, and it was not. It was, one of the coolest things that was there was Steve Rogers' shield, which okay, I can buy that and build it myself at home. You know what I mean? Like
Wait, the big one or the
yeah, the big one, but still, like the Lego shield. Like really, that's
Wow!
Yeah.
Give me make me a Lego version of the Mach 1 suit. Then I might be impressed.
And of course, I was about to call this out, but Jenny says that I forgot about all those unsanitized tables of Legos. That is correct.
What?
So there's just tables with Legos strewn all about for kids to like play with, which is cool. Except I'm not letting my kid play with it because there's hundreds of kids just going in and getting their grubby little hands all over it. Like that is a COVID like workshop waiting to happen. You know what I mean? Like
the breeding ground.
It's just gross. So, needless to say,
Lysol spray, everything.
If you are considering ever going to Brickfest Live, don't do it. If you live in the Bay Area, Bricks by the Bay, that was awesome. I would highly recommend that.
Is this like sponsored by Lego?
No.
That's okay.
Yeah. So
if there was, I would have been like, let me get my name off of that real quick.
Yeah, right. So, James, on Friday, episode 6, The Man from the Mountain.
Man from the Mountain. Flashback episode. Actually, that's actually our shortest episode.
Yeah, I noticed that. Like, I don't think I realized it until it dropped.
I didn't realize it either until I was listening to it on my way home. I started it a little bit before I got in the car, and then I listened to it all the way home, and I was like, "Oh, wow, that was really short." Okay.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
So for those of you that are keeping track at home, if you will, episode 6, yes, was immensely short comparative to every other episode so far this season, and I think it does end up being the shortest episode of the season.
Yeah, I believe so. It's because that runtime is only like 20. It's not even 30 minutes with the credits and everything. It's only like 28 something.
So, James, when episode 6 dropped, if you remember last week, we had talked about we had our biggest download day the day before, which was 1,141 downloads.
Right.
And so episode 6 dropped. And again, the way that Podbean works for some reason is really the numbers are the next day.
Mm-hmm.
So it dropped on Friday. So if we look at Saturday's numbers, so again, Tuesday the before last week's episode, we had 1,141.
Mm-hmm.
On Saturday, the day the episode dropped, 1,457.
What?
And yesterday, so the Tuesday,
Yeah,
1,866.
bro.
We have now eclipsed 21,000 downloads.
Worldwide.
Speaking of worldwide, you want to talk about that a little bit?
Absolutely.
So how about I
Talk to them
just
about these places where we're at, man.
how about I just show them? What do you think?
You know what? Do that.
So this is Chartable. Chartable is a website where you can go and see how shows, podcasts are ranking on iTunes. And
Is it Apple Podcasts or is it iTunes?
Apple Podcasts, yes, you are correct. I apologize. We got Tyrus checking in. Can't wait for the next episode. Is that the one you wrote? Everybody
believe so.
better download the next episode over and over and over. Yeah, that must be the one he wrote. So on Chartable, we can see how this show is doing literally worldwide. So in the U.S., it is the number 10 currently, and these are live as of right now. It is the number 10 science fiction podcast in the United States.
Right.
It is the number 39 of all fiction.
Oh,
So not only did we break into the top 50, but now we're in the top 40 of all fiction.
right. We've been in the top 10. We've been in the top 10 for sci-fi for a little while now. Kind of jumping back and forth.
In Great Britain, we're the number 7 sci-fi show, number 27 of all fiction.
Yep.
Canada, 14 of sci-fi, 49 of fiction.
Yep.
I'm not going to read everything, but I am going to read all the countries because this and what I'm reading means we're charting, which means we're in the top 200 in these countries. U.S., Great Britain, Canada, Australia, Germany, South Korea, Spain, Brazil, Russia, Mexico, Norway, Ireland, Denmark, Netherlands, New Zealand, Switzerland, Saudi Arabia, Austria, South Africa, India, Belgium, Portugal, Philippines, Hong Kong, Singapore, Finland, Thailand, Czech Republic, Romania, Kenya, Cyprus, and Anguilla. And Tyrus asks if it's translated into different languages, and the answer is no. It's just in English. But
we're teaching people English. That's how.
But some of the ones I want to call out. So Romania, we are the number 1 sci-fi, number 1 fiction podcast.
Yeah, thank you, Romania.
And number 135 of all podcasts.
Whoop whoop.
We got Jimmy from Pop Culture Kaboom checking in. So we've got, what's another one to call out? In Finland, we are the number 2 sci-fi, number 4 fiction.
Yeah.
In Singapore, we number 41 in sci-fi and 216 in fiction. They must have a lot of A lot of shows there.
A lot of fiction.
But this show is just doing so immensely well.
Yeah.
I don't know. And we've got 4 more episodes to release.
Yeah. I don't know, bro.
So
And then we have Oak Bridge After Dark.
That's right. We'll talk about that in a minute. But how about before we talk about that, let's give them a little teaser for episode 7.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Let's find out who you really are. McGowan Industries, an Atlanta-based company set to open nuclear power facility in Oak Ridge.
You'd have better luck if you read through the beats.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hog up the machine.
Yeah.
So we talked about where that show is doing, how Oak Bridge is doing so amazingly well. But Oak Bridge After Dark, which we recorded here live weeks ago, will come back as the actual podcast that we were recording it for. So Oak Bridge After Dark, if you missed those live episodes, will be back, and that will release on the Oak Bridge stream. So if you're already subscribed and downloading the Oak Bridge episodes, Oak Bridge After Dark will be the companion piece that'll come out. There's 8 episodes. Of course, episode 1 was with Jam, the artist, the cover artist for Oak Bridge.
Yep.
And speaking of Jam, and speaking of Jimmy checking in, I talked about what I did on Sunday with Brickfest and the crap show that was. We're talking about Friday releasing this episode and amazing downloads. But do you know what happened between Friday and Sunday?
Was that Deadpool Wolverine screening?
That's right. And speaking of Jimmy, here he is doing his best Wolverine.
Nice.
With the Oak Bridge art in the background. So we had the screening for Deadpool, the private screen for Deadpool and Wolverine at the Carson Valley Cinema. It was a fantastic time. We didn't fill up the house like I would have liked to, but we had a decent turnout and everybody had fun. That's the most important part.
Yeah.
Here's some of the cosplayers that we had. And I'm not exactly sure how Woody fit into.
It's like Woody.
Yeah. Whatever, man. Have fun, right?
Hey, it's pretty good Woody though.
But the winner of the cosplay contest, Deadpoolus Maximus or Minimus, whatever, or what I like to call short pool. So this gentleman won the grand prize, if you will, which was
movie tickets for a year.
Yeah, 1-year movie pass to the Carson Valley Cinema, which allows him to go see one movie a week for 52 weeks, and he can even bring somebody with him.
Excuse me. That's awesome.
Yeah, so congratulations. And we also, we don't really have any photos of it. Thanks, Jimmy. But we had a fantastic raffle where we gave away different things such as Murphy's Inc. ash cans, some board games. There was a board game donated by 3 Arrows Games, which is going to be at Kaboom Con. So we're excited about that. They were great. It was a Marvel based board game, nice. And then we had a donation, or not donation, but Dreamwell Comics provided a pack of 6 Wolverine comics that are sequential. They're from a specific arc, and so those were provided. And yes, Jimmy calls out the Space Dragon Lady, which was this one right here.
Nice.
With the horns. So not Marvel related, but whatever. She had fun. That's what matters, right?
That's what matters.
So all this to say, we also had art donated or given to us by Lawrence and Diego Iriarte, the fantastic dynamic father-son duo that is bringing to life some fantastic stuff for IC Sound. And so the raffle did immensely well, by the way.
That's good.
Yeah, and I don't recall, and maybe Jimmy can confirm or deny, but I don't think any one person won 2 items. There might have been one. That's nice. Because the one thing that because the way we were doing the raffle, if you bought 20 tickets and I pulled yours, I didn't keep it out. I put it back in. You know what I mean? Because
Oh, okay.
that's not like, what if you won the Funko Pop, but you really wanted the custom art from Lawrence Iriarte, right?
Trade
I'm not making that trade.
it. Oh, no, but I'm just saying.
But yeah, I would say overall it was a good time. I think everyone had fun. I hope.
So wait, so I'm sorry. So wait, when you pull the ticket,
Yeah,
you put it back in.
yeah,
So like if they won something, you put that ticket back in.
yeah. Why not?
Ever
Why
seen
shouldn't they have the opportunity to win every prize?
it? If they got 20 tickets, then they got 19
What if you
more
only bought
tickets
one?
in there.
What if you only bought one? And
Then
we had a guy who only bought 3 tickets. Why doesn't
Then
he
you-
deserve to win every single time?
Then you know what? He won his one. He bought his one. He gets his one.
Nah,
Yeah, that's it. White elephant gift for sure.
and Jimmy did say that one person won 2 prizes.
Oh, okay.
But I think of it this way: it'd be one thing if we had like a bucket for each prize, and people could put in tickets into the prizes they want,
I'm not a fan of that one.
which is what we saw at ArieCon last
right.
year, and I didn't like that personally, because there were some things that had one ticket. So like that's where you game it, right? You wait until the end and you see, okay, what's in there, and you drop in. Like, I don't like that. To me, if it's
I like silent raffle. Silent raffles are always kind of weird too.
and Jimmy does point out that the guy that I mentioned that only bought 3 tickets, he won
Oh.
something.
That's good.
So it's kind of like the poker say to chip in a chair, right?
I don't know that term.
So in poker, all you need is a chip. You don't if you're playing like a no limit Texas Hold'em kind of situation.
Yeah.
All you need is a chip and a chair to win.
Okay. You better
Yes,
not
the
be
less chips you have, the less likely you are to win.
you
But
better not be a blind.
you could still win being in a blind.
No, I'm saying if you only have one chip and you're in a blind,
Then what?
if you don't have the the big blind or the little blind, or if you have the big
Then
blind.
you go all in for whatever you do have, and the most you can win is a matching amount of that.
Oh, all right.
And then the rest goes into a side pot.
Okay.
You don't know poker.
I haven't played poker in a long time.
Let me know when you want me to take your money. So anyways, Deadpool Wolverine. So do we want to talk about it in detail, or do we want to talk about it in vagueness?
Well, it's been a week. It hasn't even been a full week yet, so vagueness.
Okay. So all I'll say then, from my perspective, I would say that this film is in the top 5 of all Marvel films.
I can agree with that.
Not MCU. All
Marvel films.
Marvel films.
Yeah. Oh, I can rock with that. Yeah. He is Marvel Jesus.
I thought we weren't doing any spoilers.
It's not a spoiler. They said that in the trailer.
But they very often give us head fakes in the trailers.
No, well,
So you just confirm something in the trailer.
No, that's a line that they say it in the trailer that's actually in the movie. Oh no! I mean, luckily it's in the movie because that would have been. But yeah, no, I mean, look, all I'll say is I was very pleasantly surprised by the sheer number of cameos in this film.
Yeah, that's not a spoiler. I want to go see it again.
Yeah.
I want to go see it IMAX 3D.
Is it IMAX 3D?
Yep.
Because I have a voucher for AMC. I think I have a couple vouchers for AMC. I gotta find them.
Because I mean, the trailers make it pretty evident, and so if this is spoilery, I apologize. But if you haven't watched the trailer and you care, then I don't know what to tell you.
Just turn it off for like the next couple minutes.
So some of the scenes throughout this movie are very, very panoramic, like quite epic, like wide shots. And I feel like seeing some of those on on an IMAX screen would help see some of those Easter eggs because they're there. Um, and I was told by Tara Eon, good friend of the show, writer on Murphy's Inc. and Oak Bridge. I was told by Tara that I need to see it in 3D because Tara saw it in 3D and really thought it was worth it. So,
all right. Let's see. Here it is, and I'm just looking at the AMC that's actually where I'm near me. Oh, they do have IMAX 3D. Okay, cool. That's all I needed to know. Thank you.
Yep.
All right.
So overall, I would say if you are in any way, shape, or form remotely a Marvel fan, an MCU fan, go see this.
Yeah.
Like, don't wait.
No,
Like,
see it.
And if you somehow haven't been spoiled, I don't know how that would be the case because it's everywhere.
That's why I saw it. That's why I saw it on Thursday. Like we talked about it on the show.
Mm-hmm.
I bought tickets while on air,
Mhm.
and I went to go see it. And yeah, I mean, it was a packed house. There was that one dude that started to clap at the end, and I wanted to punch him in the face, but he's like, hey, and like stopped. And so I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah, and of course, stay through the credits.
Yes, absolutely.
Don't leave.
100% worth it.
I couldn't believe that there was people in this screening with us that got up and walked out.
Who does that?
Like, you're here with a bunch of fellow nerds. You don't see any of us moving. Why are you getting up?
You know what's happened. You know this is happening. Like there were some people that got up and then were waiting by the exit, but like waiting by the where it goes underneath to go out. But like they stayed, and I was just like, might as well just sit down and enjoy it.
Yeah.
So
Don't get up. Just relax.
Chill.
And the credits aren't even that long.
No, they're quite short actually.
Comparative to some of the other Marvel films.
Yeah.
But I stand by top 5 Marvel films of all time.
What is this? Non-Marvel noobs? Is
Non-Marvel knobs.
knobs?
Is that the English reference to a knob, or you're probably right. He probably meant noob and it auto-corrected. I'm sure that's what we're going to hear is voice to text or whatever.
That's Jeff's line.
Yes. Where is our local troll?
Yeah.
And Jimmy follows up. Those are the people that really had to go to the bathroom, James.
Oh, you know what? Like I've been one of those people that had to really go to the bathroom. And so like I haven't missed anything yet. But there was one point, I think it was when I went to go see the Eternals. Like I had to go to the bathroom so bad.
That was like a 3-hour film.
Right. And so like I literally like as soon as the credits started, I like jumped up. Oh no, wait. Was that scene was that in
There was a mid-credit and post-credit.
Okay. So that's right, because the Black Knight. Yeah, okay. So wait, no, was the one with
Harry
Pip
Styles?
Yeah, was that was mid-credit, right?
That was mid-credit.
Okay. So I know that came I want to say that came fairly early. So as soon as that happened, as soon as that was over, I literally ran to the bathroom and went to the bathroom and came back and was able to see the end credit scene. So, but yeah, no, there's been a couple times where I'm just like, yeah, I gotta go, and so I'd run to the bathroom and run back and make sure I caught the end of it.
I would generally agree with Jimmy here. You didn't miss anything if you left at any part of that film.
What, the Eternals?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, oh, absolutely.
I mean, the only thing I would say is the very end credit scene, like, or after the credits, the post-credit scene.
Yeah.
Because hearing Mahershala Ali, as the character that we won't talk about any further, just so that we don't make any mistakes. But all this to say, go see Deadpool Wolverine.
Yeah.
Please, like,
100%.
It deserves to be like the top film of the year. Period.
It is. It's number one worldwide at this point in time, and
I just want to make sure that as the year keeps going, that it doesn't.
It just stays in theaters for.
Well, I'm more saying let's make sure it makes enough money that nothing can surpass it.
Oh,
Yeah, because
do you? I mean, well, so what? It's up against now. I mean, I don't know what number it is worldwide, right? I mean, or as far as
I mean, after the weekend, it
money,
was at
this
like 436 million worldwide, 205 domestic.
okay.
So it's going to be $1 billion film easily.
And that ranks up. Does that rank? How much did Endgame pull in?
2+ billion.
Oh, okay. So I mean, if at
Yeah.
least it's like number 2, number 3 at this point.
So according to Variety, as of 11 hours ago, Deadpool and Wolverine just crossed the 550 million globally after 5 days.
That's crazy. That's good. That's pretty good. Facebook spoiled it for me. See. Sorry, I should have hit that right. So here's the thing: is what like that's one of the reasons that I went to go see it as soon as I did. Like that's why I said I was going to go see it on Thursday afternoon before all that stuff could come out.
See, I saw it Saturday, but I didn't get spoiled. I did not go online. I did not.
That's what I'm saying. Like if something like this is coming out, if you're not like if you're one of those people that is on Facebook, Instagram, all that kind of stuff, this stuff is gonna pop up. Like you have to go see this stuff like almost immediately because otherwise it's going to get spoiled for you. There are those people that constantly are dropping, oh, here are the Easter eggs. I'm like, bruh, stop. You don't need to do that. Like
I saw one today.
you can do that like a week. I'd say like a week down the line, maybe 2. Hold on to it. And then let people.
I literally saw one today that said that the headline itself was a spoiler, and then once you click into it, it said spoilers ahead, and it's like, no, your headline is a spoiler. Well,
yeah, see, that again. That's why I don't. That's why I really wanted to see this. That's one of the reasons I said I wanted to see it on Thursday. I checked to make sure it was available on Thursday because, like, I was like, I don't want to wait because I know that there's always those people. As soon as it drops, it's like, oh, let me put everything out. It's like, bro, hold up. Like, you make the video. Cool, make your video, but like, hold on to it, or at least make sure you don't put anything like right up front in your video header. You can edit where your video starts. You can just be with you. Or maybe, like something that we've seen in the trailer already. I'm okay with that. But like, come on, let's make sure like you're not ruining it for people who haven't seen the movie yet. I mean, some people like that. Some people like going into the movie and seeing, like they're looking for that stuff. They're looking for the Easter eggs and all that kind of stuff. And no doubt, I mean, there are a lot of Easter eggs in this movie that are up in your face. But there's others that are going to be subtle, and so it's nice to have those, come back into your, like you see them, and then you can watch those videos. And it's like, oh, I did see that, but no need to like put everything out there, people.
Did you see this art that was posted on the official Marvel page?
I did see this.
Smile, wait for the flash.
I like this one.
It's like a selfie.
This is good. I also I will say like the fight scenes between the two.
They just kept going, and like I just because I mean obviously that's not a spoiler if you've watched a trailer, and yes they just go on like it is so good, like it's so entertaining, but yeah, I can't say enough. I enjoyed this film. I want to see it again.
Yeah, I mean, if it has an IMAX 3D option, now that I see that they have that, I'm definitely gonna go. I'm definitely gonna do that.
Yeah, and the interesting thing for me was that there were parts of this film that I did not see coming at all. Like, like. Again, I'm not going to spoil anything, but there were parts of this film where it was that true OS moment where, like, everything I thought about the film going into it there were aspects of it that, yes, it kind of delivered on what I was expecting, but then there were so many where it was like, what?
Yeah, it was like I remember. I think I actually audible. I think I audibly did that at one moment. I was like, like, yo,
Yeah,
what?
I'm sure Jimmy will call me out in a minute that I was very, very vocal throughout the film. So, uh, yeah, go see it. Go see it. Go see it.
I'm kind
Uh,
of mad that I didn't have like a friend that was there with me to see this film.
I was conversely extremely happy to be in a theater full of nerds and have Jimmy there and have my buddy and Angel there.
Yeah,
Daryl was there. I had some other coworkers there, so it
yeah,
was.
no, that's cool. I mean, like, yeah, that would have been awesome. I mean, like I said, I had a great time regardless because I mean, I've been going to movies by myself for some time, which I have zero problem with. But no, having for this one especially, having somebody else there that's like a fellow nerd would have been tops.
Yeah, if it and I expect that it will be, but if it's still in theaters when you come up here in September, we may have to go make a run to see it again.
I'll be down with that.
Oh, excuse me, pardon me. So moving on, again, this last week has been crazy busy.
Yeah.
And you know who else it was crazy busy for?
If we're gonna, oh yeah, those guys, right?
So,
the dynamic duo, father son.
Yeah, so Lawrence and Diego were down at San Diego Comic-Con this last week.
That looks like a steampunk version.
steampunk version of
The ghost from Haunted Mansion.
Hatbox Ghost.
Hatbox Ghost, yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I thought it was. And I have since talked to them, and it is not that. But when I explained it and I showed the images of the Hatbox Ghost, they were like, "Oh, I could see why you thought that." And yeah, that's really cool. So the place that they were at Gas Lamp Lumpia Factory in San Diego in the Gas Lamp District, and there were these pop-up activities happening every night at this place, and so they were there doing commissions, custom pieces for people.
Right.
And yeah, needless to say, this was one of the pieces they did. I kind of want to like get them to do a custom like actual Hatbox Ghost now,
Ooh.
because
Hey, yo, you, me, Jimmy, hitchhiking ghost, bro.
that would be cool. And I know which one Jimmy should be.
Huh?
Oh, I'm gonna pull up an image, but I already know which one Jimmy should be. Let's see. Haunted Mansion. I'm pulling up an image. Give me just a moment here.
Yeah.
Uh,
that would be cool.
yeah, I agree. That would be. I hadn't considered that one, but Diego always asks like, "What do you guys think? What should we do?" And so obviously the one that he's working on and finalizing now is you and I as Wolverine and Deadpool with Jimmy as Dogpool. I can't wait to see that one finalized because we did have a raffle winner who's getting that one. So
Did somebody win the other print of the You and Me as Jarrell and Kello?
no, we didn't give that one away.
Oh, okay.
And unfortunately, I'm having a hard time like finding a good one, but like this is probably the best. So obviously, James, I'd be on the left, you'd be in the middle, and Jimmy on the right. If it was this one,
Yeah.
right? I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
yes, Jimmy. Yes, I agree. I think this is the one we need to ask Diego to do.
Yes.
The
Yes.
Kaboom Con exclusive.
The haunted community center.
The Haunted. So, anyways, yeah, our guys, dynamic father-son duo down at San Diego Comic-Con. Evidently, it was a fantastic time.
Good.
I know Lawrence moderated a panel.
Oh, nice.
Had
That's
a lot
awesome.
of good interactions. And here's the crazy thing. In the 4-ish days they were down there, Icy Sound's numbers significantly grew. So on Facebook, we gained over 400 likes, followers. to the page,
Nice.
and on I'm sorry, 300 on Facebook and 400 over on Instagram.
Nice.
So significant growth considering on both of those we were at around 100 because we haven't done any major marketing or
No.
media pushes or anything yet. After KaboomCon, that'll be a different story because we've got a lot of stuff lined up for KaboomCon.
No, Jimmy, hold on. Sorry, I keep seeing Jimmy stuff in it. So you wouldn't be the bald one; you'd be one with all the hair, the beard, and the mustache and everything.
I mean, that one was bald in the image, but we'll put a hat. We'll put his hat on him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the classic Jimmy cowboy hat.
There you go.
So, speaking of course, KaboomCon, which is coming up on September 7th, very soon.
Yeah.
A mere 38 days away, man.
There it is.
Getting the background ready.
Yeah.
So,
It's sort of there.
so I'm going to peddle this. Get your tickets.
Get your tickets.
Do not wait. And especially, here's why. This Sunday on Pop Culture Kaboom, which is 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Pacific on knvc.org, or if you're local, 95.1 FM, KNVC.
Yeah, right.
But you can listen to it online streaming, or you can listen to it after the fact.
Right.
Pop Culture Kaboom podcast, wherever you get your podcasts.
Right.
But I will be on this Sunday
Right.
at 6:30 to make some massive announcements.
Right.
I have been teasing for weeks that we will have some major names coming to this event.
Right.
And this Sunday, I will be making some
make them announcements.
Major announcements.
Yay! Yay!
And I mean, you kind of already know.
Yeah, but I can't. I ain't saying nothing until
You better not. And
I can't.
Jimmy kind of already knows, but he better not.
He ain't saying nothing.
Well, yeah, because then he'd be cutting himself off. He wants the listeners to his show. So,
Right.
So this Sunday,
Yeah.
tune in to Pop Culture
Pop
Kaboom
Culture Kaboom.
to find out some major announcements. And not only will I be talking about KaboomCon, but I will be also talking about Kaboom Crawl.
Kaboom Crawl.
So it's gonna be a fun time. One of the things that we have started doing is we've started collecting from some of the vendors things that that will be a part of the raffle
Oh, nice.
at the KaboomCon.
Yes.
Um, So tonight, I am very pleased to announce and show off some items that will be a part of a berry milk tea gift basket. First I'm going to read to you. So it's going to be a 12-ounce mug, a 20-ounce thermal tumbler, and a Unidex black t-shirt
Okay.
featuring their original design, Godzilla roll.
Oh, okay.
So here are what those images look like.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I dig it.
So we've got the berry milk tea. So that's the Godzilla roll. Let me hide the
Yeah.
QR code because if you haven't already bought at this point, I guess you're not going to.
Is that the tumbler or is that the 22-ounce mug?
That is I believe the tumbler based on the description, a 20-ounce thermal tumbler. That looks about right.
Yeah.
And then a 12-ounce mug.
There you go.
So you can see
adorable.
there's the full artwork. And then, of course, it wraps around the mug.
That's cool. I dig it.
So berry milk tea coming in. We will announce more. I mean, I've had others already tell us that they're going to provide additional raffle prizes, but nobody else
Stretch it out, baby.
Nobody else has given me the art and everything yet.
Oh yeah.
So
Do that.
I want to show it off. I want to get people riled up. And here's the even best part: this retail value. How much you think for these three items? For this mug, shirt, and thermal tumbler.
All right. So the mug, I'm saying, is probably like around 10. And then the thermal, those are, I'm gonna say probably around like 25. T-shirt, 15, maybe. I don't know, depending on what they charge for it. But I'm gonna say probably around like $55 or so.
You literally nailed that on the exact.
I
The retail value of this gift basket will be $55. I know, ladies and gentlemen, I did not tell him that in advance. We need to get you over to Price is Right. Wow. Good job.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say. So
Yeah.
So of course we were talking about Deadpool, Wolverine, and they are both now at
Nice.
Avengers Camp.
Bro, I'm so happy with this costume, man. I'm so when he pulled that cowl on, I was like, yes.
Yeah, it was
It was so satisfying. And I've
so
seen some of the
satisfying.
have you seen any of the videos from their story time at at the campus?
When they're doing like the dance off with Peter Quill and
Oh no, I haven't seen that. I haven't
Oh.
seen. I gotta go look that one up. No, I just saw. I saw a story time with Deadpool and Wolverine.
I have not seen that. So I'm
That
gonna
one,
look
yeah.
that up.
It was Wolverine's reading a book with Deadpool. You know, him and Deadpool are both on stage, and they're
Mhm.
going through this book, and yeah, it's pretty funny.
Yeah, I think the only thing that probably to me is a little bit disappointing is my gut tells me that there are no retractable claws.
Probably not.
Because I think that would be cool. And is Deadpool carrying around chimichangas instead of guns?
I don't know.
Which would make sense to me at
I
Disneyland.
could see it. Yeah.
But I am surprised that they have them carrying around the katanas.
Well, they probably don't actually come out.
Agreed. I'm just, it's they could do the same thing with the guns and not have them come out, but clearly they've replaced the guns.
I'm not really like the swords. I'm not really too worried about, or the katanas. I'm not really too worried about. But like the guns, I would be like, But I think so. Chimichangas, I'm okay with. But the swords, I don't have really a problem with.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess I don't see what the big deal is because like Pirates of the Caribbean, there's guns all over there.
Right. And cannons, and they're shooting back and forth at each other.
Yeah, exactly. So, and Jimmy says to zoom in. So, you want that right there?
All up in his junk. Okay. Definite movie shot.
You can sell.
Oh, there you go.
That's the wrapper. But
Give me the wrapping paper. I want that as wrapping paper for the holidays this year.
Yeah, but that to me is probably a chimichanga is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that you're probably right. Either that or shawarma.
Because they do sell that there, but I think there's also a chimichanga cart now.
Oh, nice. All
Yeah.
right.
So, anyways, I wish we could just go down to see, like, can we just make a quick trip to like go down for a day and just go to California Adventure?
Let's see this. That's it.
I mean, we could do some rides. I'm just saying,
I mean, yeah, we do rides because California Adventure is not that hard to do in a day, but mostly just want to see this.
Because how long of a drive is it from your place?
It's about 5.
5 hours?
Yeah, give or take, based on traffic. Like I say about 5 just to get it, but like it's about 4.5, maybe maybe like between 4.5 and 4:19, I think it was at one point.
Yeah, no, never mind. I was gonna say I'll come fly down. We'll drive over. I'll fly down last flight, and we'll sleep, and then head out early in the morning, go do an all dayer, and drive back. But never mind.
Yeah, no, no, thank you.
Keeping with the theme of the Marvel stuff.
I dig this.
Did you see this is a new comic series that's coming?
I dig this.
The TVA.
This might actually get me to go buy comics again. I haven't bought a comic in a while, so this might.
I'm not gonna lie. This really spoke to me. Because I loved Loki seasons 1 and 2.
Yeah,
and this is kind of a play on and a continuation. We've got Miss Minutes. We've got Captain Carter is going to be in this.
Ghost Spider.
Ghost Spider.
That's what it said. It said Ghost Spider on the when I was reading about the comic. It said Ghost Spider.
Obviously, we've got Morbius.
Mobius or Morbius?
Mobius.
Yeah.
Mobius, yes, you're right.
Yeah. I was
We've
like,
got,
Morbius.
I assume this is supposed to be Sylvie.
Yeah, that's what it looks
We've
like.
got, what is this, B-47 or whatever her
Yeah,
name is?
but she got a name now.
We've got, what's his name? The guy who wrote the guide.
Oh,
Lee Han Quinn or Lee Quinn Han.
yeah. No, you don't.
So,
Who's the other?
but
Who's
I'm not
that?
sure who this is.
Kind of looks like Gambit. I
It
mean,
could
just
be,
from
it could be Bucky.
oh,
I'm
I
not
can't
sure. If
can't
somebody
really
knows who
tell.
that is, tell me who that is, because I'm not sure. But I just love the art, the angles, and clearly there's a play on dimensions or something happening here, because I don't think
Yeah,
these, especially since we
different.
see multiple missed minutes, unless
Yeah, yeah. So it could be different lines. Oh, yeah. Never
because
mind.
I saw that, which appears to be on. Is that is that his crotch piece?
Oh, who's calling me?
Doesn't somebody know? Don't they know you're doing a show?
They should. I don't know who that was. It's from Fremont, though.
Oh, it's probably like some political folk wanting to get your opinion on the upcoming election.
Uh, Probably not, because I'm not registered there anymore.
No, they know you have a 510 number, so
Mm.
like
Yeah, but everything I've gotten, as far as like that was political, has been from up here.
really,
Hmm.
I got a call just yesterday, day before. It was a 510 number,
Oh,
but it was about Nevada politics.
really interesting. I'll see. Once we're done. I'll see what that message was about. Hopefully, they leave a message or something.
So we were talking about Lawrence and Diego being at Comic Con.
Hall H.
Yeah, Hall H. Marvel is back after a 2+ year hiatus, trying to reach you regarding your car's warranty. So Marvel had its big Hall H presentation, and it was big. It was huge. It was
Yeah.
massive.
Yeah.
And first up, we're going to talk about. We got an official title now. Marvel Studios' Fantastic Four: First Steps. It was confirmed that this film is taking place in a futuristic 60s.
Yeah.
And I don't know how much you saw, but Galactus was confirmed.
Confirmed. Yeah, and not just not just in Cloud and Fool.
Did you see? Yeah, right. That
I saw and then I saw the one with the drones rising. Galactus, bro. I was like, what?
Yeah,
but
that drone show was amazing.
The clip, I saw a clip of that I saw like the whole thing of that coming up, and then I saw they had a picture of Galactus, like from a screenshot of what Galactus looks like in space. That I saw.
So you didn't see the full drone show?
I didn't see the full thing, no.
Okay, I would suggest going to watch it. It's like 10 minutes, and it is on YouTube. You can find it.
Okay.
So go watch it. It's so good, so well done, because it wasn't just or it wasn't just Fantastic Four. There was a lot of other stuff.
Okay.
But Fantastic Four: First Steps, we had a lot of the actors that are in it. There were. Have you seen the stills that came out from it?
Like just what, on stage or from the film?
That are from the film. That are like very early shots.
Yeah, I didn't see any of those. The only thing that I did see, I saw they had the Fantastic car like flying over
through the audience.
Yeah, like a city, and there was like a cityscape they had in the background, which was pretty dope. And then it just kind of flying off stage. That's I did see that.
Give me a second. I'm trying to see if I can find them very briefly. So vamp for me for a second.
Yeah, but no, I'm actually excited. I'm excited for this one. Interesting concept. So it's definitely going to be a different universe. So that'll be interesting to see, for sure. And now that Marvel gets Marvel Studios actually gets a crack at it. Hopefully, it'll be done correctly.
Yeah, I don't see them, I guess, for lack of a better descriptor, screwing this up. I guess they could, but
Right. Yeah, I mean, like that's the thing is like like I don't get me wrong. I enjoyed the first uh Fantastic Four with the first one with Jessica Alba and uh Captain America. What's his name? Wow, why am I blanking on that dude's name right now?
Chris Evans.
Yeah, Chris Evans and and Michael Chiklis. Yeah, that's his
Mhm.
name. And I can't remember who Mr. Fantastic was, but I remember him being really big. But no, so I really enjoyed those. I really enjoyed those two films. Or not really enjoyed. I enjoyed the first one. The second one was okay. Silver Surfer. I was hoping they would do more with, but whatever. And then I watched. It took me a while, but I finally got to the more recent Fantastic Four, and while it was kind of short and the way it ended was kind of really brief, I didn't. It wasn't great by any means, but I was like, okay, I kind of see what they were going for, but it just didn't really work.
Agreed. And I don't know if these were pulled down already, but they were there. And it kind of showed them like sitting around what appears to be like NASA, and putting on their helmets and suiting up, so to speak.
Oh, okay.
But there was only like two images, and technically, the thing that was surprising to me was they were all so it's filming in London, and they were all there the week before and took like a group photo to say, "Hey, we're about to start filming." Um,
And then for them to bring some stuff to the
and then they're there at San Diego Comic Con, so obviously that's huge,
yeah.
huge.
They took
Um,
it. Hey, look, we're gonna fly you guys to Comic Con, and then you're gonna make this appearance, and then you're going to get back on a plane and come back home. And come
yes.
back here to we can do this.
So Secret Wars, obviously we already knew this was coming, was happening, but we got a logo update kinda, as well as it was announced that the Russo brothers are coming back to direct
Yes.
the next two Avengers films. This being the first one that's
Oh,
going to
I
release.
thought
Hold
this
on,
was the second.
calm down.
Okay.
Hold on. You're making me question myself. You're right. It is the second one.
Yeah.
I put these up backwards. I apologize.
Yeah.
Because the one that's coming first in 2026, Avengers Doomsday. And
Yes.
obviously implies Doctor Doom, which
Well-
is surprising to me because you would think that DC would have tried to like lock this down and prevent anyone from using Doomsday in this way. Because that's the ultimate villain in the DC universe.
What are you talking about? They already killed him
Just saying,
the stupidest way imaginable.
weak.
Ugh, so irritated by that movie.
So
Anyways.
of course, the Russo brothers announced they are directing both of these films, Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars.
Yes.
But that wasn't even the biggest announcement. The biggest announcement was they brought, I don't know, probably 50 people on
it almost
stage.
it meant like it was almost Doom bots.
Yeah, it was like Doombots, right?
Yeah.
They brought all of them out, and then they kind of parted the sea, and out through the middle walks a person, again, very dressed as Doom, reveals the mask, and who do we have?
None other.
Robert Downey Jr.
RDJ.
What do you think?
Bro, I was like, huh? And then when we talked before the show, I was like, oh, I didn't know that. But I had a whole nother theory. But
So I want to hear your theory because they did say when the Russo brothers introduced it, and I don't know if you've watched this yet, but when they introduced him, they said
Victor Von
perfect
Doom.
person to play Victor Von Doom. So
Right. That threw me. That threw me. But my whole thing was this: was that Victor Von Doom is at least recently has been associated with the Fantastic Four. And so I was thinking, okay, So you have this variant Tony Stark. He puts money into, he's also in whatever universe they're in, he's also rich there. So he's helping fund some of this stuff with with the Fantastic Four, or the soon to be Fantastic Four, Reed Richards probably. And so then the whole space thing goes down. They get their powers, and then I don't remember. I know in some of the movies he was there, and something happened to him. He something happened to him in space, or they bring it back. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. But basically, something happens to that Tony Stark, and he becomes Doctor Doom, and and then takes on the persona of Victor Von Doom or whatever. Or I don't know. That's what I was thinking. But I was like, I don't know. It could be. That could be it. It could just, like when we were talking earlier, you said this happened in the comics. There was a variant of Tony Stark.
There is an arc in which Tony Stark went a very different direction, became an evil villain, and that's extremely plausible when you think about, like, you're only butt hair away between a hero and a villain.
That's true.
What is the line from Batman? Like, are you the hero, or do you keep going long enough to see yourself become the villain?
Yeah, and that's what he did to what's his bucket when he turned him into Two-Face.
Mm-hmm.
It was
Harvey Dent.
Harvey Dent, yeah. Harvey Dent was this golden child, and because of what happened to him, it sent him over the tipping point and turned him into a villain.
Yeah. So I think, for me, I don't know which way they're going to go with it.
Yeah,
I'm very confused because they did say Victor Von Doom, so it makes me think: are we going to actually get introduced to him this next year in the Fantastic Four film? You would have to think the answer is yes.
Yes, and if he's Victor Von Doom or not, or he changes his name somehow. Like, my whole thing is, like, there's been these weird reaction from people online, and I'm like,
whitewashing.
Yeah, like, what are you talking about? Like, he's European. Like, he's never been like, I've never seen him any other race but white.
Well,
actually, in the Fantastic Four, the latest Fantastic Four movie, I think he was Hispanic, but that's whatever. I mean, that movie, they kind of did everything. Like, they had Michael B. Jordan was Johnny Storm, and he was adopted, he was Johnny Storm. The Sue was adopted, and Reed and all that. Yeah, it was all sorts of weird. So I mean, like, but yeah, I've never seen anything with him not being, or most of the time he has the mask on, so we don't really know what race he is in the first place.
I mean, we know he's from Latveria.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't understand quite what the issue is.
Yeah, I don't know. He's like, yeah, I don't know. Like, that's not whatever.
And this is where it comes back to our society today thinks every role should be cast by minorities, I guess. I don't
No,
know.
I mean, I'm certain roles just have to be, like, Black Panther could be played. I mean, personally, Black Panther could be played by a white dude. He's always been from Wakanda, which is supposed to be in Africa, and so that would make.
I just want to be clear. You're saying that you would be okay with a white guy playing Black Panther?
No, I'm saying I don't think Black Panther I think Black Panther has to be played by a black guy.
Okay, I thought you said the other way.
Oh no, I'm sorry if I did say it that way. I didn't mean that. But yeah, so yeah, there's just like.
So you wouldn't be okay with Black Panther being played by an Asian?
No, I mean, no.
You wouldn't be okay with a black guy playing Shang-Chi, right?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be okay with that. I think there's just certain characters that are very distinct. Like, they made them, distinctly of a certain culture, certain race, and so yeah, I mean, I think that that you should stick to those if you're making adaptations. There's some yeah, like I said, like with the Fantastic Four, the most recent one, I saw how they kind of made it work, and I was like, all right, whatever. I'm not, suspension of disbelief, whatever, I'm okay with that. But like Yeah, I'm okay with some of that stuff, but other than that, no, you don't need to touch it. Just yeah, I don't. That's why I said like as soon as I read that, I was like, I saw it on a couple different posts, and I was like, what are you talking about? Like, he's never been like. And then again, somebody posted in the comments of one of them, I didn't know Chrome was a race, or I didn't know you could whitewash Chrome. That's what it said.
Yeah, I don't get it. Like this to me is people trying to find controversy where there is
Where there is none. That's probably it. Just people trying to draw, like trying to get their couple
it's
minutes of internet.
trolls.
Yeah,
It's Jeff.
except it's not.
It probably is.
He's gotten in there.
Would that
Jeff,
surprise you?
Jeff, are you doing that? Is that you putting that out there?
Oh, Jeff. Sticking in that superhero vein, Batman Cape Crusader starts in 2 days
Tomorrow.
over on Prime.
No,
Oh
tomorrow.
yeah, tomorrow. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You excited for this?
Yeah, you know what? This is very like I was looking at it, and I was looking at the video that you posted, which I guess is the opening. It's either the opening sequence or something
Yep.
like that, and it's very Batman animated series.
I think it's even more noir than that though.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, as far as like from the animation style, the blockiness of the characters,
Mhm.
the Tommy guns. Oh man, I was just so reminiscent of the original animated series,
Mhm.
the Batmobile and all that kind of stuff. Gotham, the way all the characters have that kind of squarey jaw. I mean that
But
was
even
very,
that Batman original animated series, like that was intended to feel like it would fit in like with the 1930s, 40s, 50s in that era.
yeah. And so this one looks like it's. I mean, if it's this kind of still like kind of black and white that they had in this opening sequence, I'm actually okay with that too. I'm thinking it's probably gonna. There's a clip. I should have watched it before, but there was a clip that had like the first couple minutes or something of the episode, and so it looked like it had some color to it, and like again, the color was very reminiscent of Batman the animated series, which I hands down one of my favorite Batmans. The other one that I did like was later on, and it had a short run, but was the Batman. It had a younger Bruce Wayne and introduced us to like Batgirl before actually Batgirl was around before Robin was in this series, and I really enjoyed that series as well, but that was just a short-lived series that didn't last very long.
And Jeff wants to know. So first he said it wasn't him, not him trolling,
Yeah.
but he wants to know what do you mean by you people?
It's stupid.
And of course now we're talking about color.
Stupid. I was talking about black and white.
Why is everything got to be about black and white, man?
No,
Like, are you saying there can't be other colors of the homo rainbow?
stupid? I'm talking about as in black and white TV, like the non-color TVs
Mm-hmm.
and non-color art.
So will you be watching this on Prime?
Yeah, I'll definitely like this. This is up there. Like if you watch any of the other stuff on Prime, if you're into The Boys, incredible Invincible. Like I love Invincible, so I'm very interested to watch this Cape Crusader show.
How about DC Studios, the new
Suicide Squad type.
No, I'm talking about this is the first thing straight from the James Gunn side of the house, and this one has been created by and is like executive produce and run like showrun Creature Commandos, Bride of Frankenstein, A Creature from the Black Lagoon. You've got
The Weasel.
I was not even awareist of this, and Jimmy says he was just hoping you'd break into Michael Jackson Black and White.
It's black, it's white.
Hey,
Yeah. Actually, they're missing a character in this one.
what's missing?
Frankenstein.
I don't remember there being Frankenstein in the trailer. So,
Yeah, there was a Frankenstein in the trailer. I know. I just watched it yesterday.
So there was a Frankenstein and a Bride of Frankenstein.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah.
Weasel on the far right.
That's from the most recent Suicide Squad, and that character
What,
is
the one to the next one over, is that Mr. Phosphorus or something like that?
I have no idea. Like I can't remember the name of that character. There's that World War II
Robot. I
robot.
get to kill more Nazis.
Yeah, I haven't killed Nazis in years. I was like, yo, this is awesome.
Yeah, I will say I heard about you heard about the show before now, right?
No, I don't remember
Okay.
seeing I don't remember seeing this on that list of the new DC stuff that was coming.
So it was there. And I remember hearing about it. I was like, I don't know Creature Commandos. I have no idea conceptually what it is. And I looked it up and I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting. But I don't know. Then again, who would have ever thought something like Suicide Squad would work? And it did. So
And the both Suicide Squads actually did decently, and then the second one I think was kind of better. Not kind of better. That's not the right English, but I feel it was better. And then there was the Peacekeeper TV series that was
which has a season 2 coming,
which kind of blew my mind. That was like, I was like, yo, this is amazing. So I mean, like, again, this also falls under the animated series stuff that I think DC has done very well with, especially on Max. The Harley Quinn cartoon, they have the new Kite Man or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. So I haven't watched that yet. I haven't. It's in my list, but I've watched like all of Harley Quinn, and that's an amazing. This animation is distinctly different, which I enjoy. This trailer piqued my interest, so I as I've said before on this show many times, DC's animated stuff has been amazing. Now I hope with some of their live stuff it matches. That's all I got to say about that. And the fact that they have what's her name doing Amanda Waller again is I enjoyed.
Yes, and the one thing I will say is the thing we have both also said is that Marvel animation is garbage. But I will say they've turned a corner. Let's see what happens with X-Men '97.
Oh yeah, yeah. If they kind of pull that kind of animation stuff back, like I liked their series. Like I liked the old series that they had, because they had a Fantastic Four cartoon prior to the X-Men. They had, or actually I think it might have been during the same time. There was a Fantastic Four cartoon. There was a
Spider-Man.
The different Spider-Man. They've had a number of different Spider-Man animated series. The main one that we know growing up that was on Fox. And
what do brothers do? Brothers enjoy animated stuff.
We do enjoy animated stuff. There was like some other Spider-Man. There's one that I think most people probably forget. There was actually a Spider-Man that was played by Neil Patrick Harris that was on MTV for a short time. That was an interesting series. That was kind of a step into the computer animated side of things. But yeah, so I think there's been a number of different Spider. So some of their series, their animated series have been very good. Their animated movies, that's where the trouble has been.
We'll see. Maybe they've turned a corner.
Maybe they have. And hopefully that would be very hopeful. Actually, What If? Prime example.
Again, Marvel animation.
Yeah, and that was killer. And again, but a series. So I want to see if they do an animated.
I could see them doing a What If film.
You know what? I could definitely see that, because I mean, some of these episodes, at least, like they could do a What If film and just make it just be like a long series, a long episode. Because I mean, like some of the episodes, at least especially in season 2, a lot of those episodes connected, and then it ended when the season ender of that was with Captain Carter and Black Widow and finding the Nazi buster, or was it called the Nazi buster or something like that?
Yes.
The Hydra.
Hydra. Yeah, Hydra.
Yeah, Hydra buster. So that's, again, that's something that would be something I would be down. I would definitely go see that.
Are you going to see this? The Penguin?
Yeah, I will watch this. I've said it before. I really enjoyed The Batman, and one of the reasons I enjoyed it was I didn't realize like that does not look like Colin Farrell whatsoever, which is awesome. And it's Cobblepot is such an interesting character because we learn about him and then it's but he's just such he's this one they've made him more interesting, which I'm very interested to see how he runs in this city, and how he's kind of making his own name, um coming out of, I guess, the events that happened in the Batman. So I'm very interested to see this series. I enjoyed this Penguin, and I I'm interested to see. Like I said, I think I said it. I think I'm interested to see what they do with it.
Yeah, you know, I didn't love the Batman. I know you really, really liked it. I thought it was fine. For me, it was not, Christian Bale, and I think that Batman version was probably my favorite.
Yeah, and that's
Uh,
the thing is I know a lot of people. I was looking at it from what I read about it, like because I think we talked about it on the show before, that it's like he's just starting out.
but I would say that I feel like this Penguin would have worked in that Christian Bale universe.
Oh yeah, yeah. No,
So I
he's
think
definitely it's grimy. This
yeah,
Penguin is grimy.
yeah, I feel like this that's part of what I think I like about it is that it feels more grounded, it feels more real. So I'm going to give it a shot. Even though I didn't love the Batman, I'm going to give this a shot because um, I think you know Colin's portrayal in the film was fantastic.
Yeah.
The only thing I would say I'm hesitant about this series is that I feel like it's almost bordering on too much like The Sopranos.
Yeah, it is very much. I could definitely. I never really watched The Sopranos. I watched enough of it to know to get the gist of it. But yeah, I could definitely see. I could definitely see where you're going with that. Yeah.
I didn't watch The Sopranos when it originally aired. I actually just watched the entire series last year,
Oh, okay.
and so that's why it's kind of like fresh in me. And so like watching this trailer, I was like,
I
this is The
mean,
Sopranos.
HBO did do The Sopranos, so.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, BT Dubs. I did watch Tombstone, and it was good. So
Oh, you finally watched Tombstone,
yeah, I watched it all the way through now. So
one
so
of
now
the
so
best
now I'm
films.
actually really excited to watch the to see that new series on Netflix.
Hmm. The Cowboy Wars, Wyatt
Yeah.
Earp and the Cowboy
Well,
Wars.
yeah, I'm really interested to see that.
Yeah, that film, I to me is still one of my favorite films ever. And I'm not a huge cowboy fan, like a huge cowboy film fan or
I
westerns.
enjoy westerns. I enjoy westerns, but I normally enjoy like the more spaghetti westerns, and this one was very grounded,
Hmm.
and I've liked some of the stuff that came out. Like what do you call it? Like Django Unchained was very it was kind of spaghetti too, because that's what Quentin Tarantino grew up on. But you look at some of those movies. Uh, what 315 to was it 315 to Yuma or 415 to Yuma?
316 to Yuma.
Yeah, 316 to Yuma. You look at some of those movies, and so they have some very grounded moments. And Tombstone, I think, kind of kicked that off, being one of those really grounded movies. So,
I mean, yeah, I think the thing that I really like about Tombstone though is the acting.
oh
Kurt
yeah,
Russell is amazing. Val Kilmer is amazing.
yo, yeah, by far, I think like you said. I think that's probably one of Val Kilmer's best roles. Period.
Kills it as Doc Holliday.
Oh yeah, Doc Holliday, like he was a man. That man was dirty, bro.
Hmm.
Like, and that's the thing is like I thought Wyatt Earp was this upstanding guy like the whole time, but no, he had his demons, bro.
Hmm.
And so I was like, okay, oh shit, I didn't know about this. I didn't know, and I didn't know about his brothers either, and the way that
Hmm.
they got bit, and that was yikes. But yeah, so I mean, I'm very interested to watch this new series now.
Agreed.
Speaking of
So this
series,
new series, we got our first images of the Skeleton Crew. The first question I got to ask, Jeff says, "Not no Top Gun is and will always be number one." I Top Gun is not a western.
Top Gun, yeah, I mean, like him
What
in
is
Top Gun is good, but I think him in Tombstone is better.
Oh, is Goose? Yeah,
Yeah.
Tombstone's significantly better. Um, so we got our first images from Skeleton Crew, and I have gone from interested to I don't want to see this. And the only thing that I care about is that Hooter?
Oh man, baby Hooter,
Where? So please, James, where's Hooter from?
Captain EO, baby.
Damn right. Which we know is set in the same universe as Star Wars.
Oh, I know. See, I know it was made by George Lucas, but
No, it was confirmed that that is in the same Star Wars universe, but it was never said like when in the timeline or
Oh, because
anything.
I know that's because it's like that run that they do before they crash. That's all the Death Star
It's all
model.
like B footage, yeah.
Yeah, and so like I was like, okay, but I didn't think it was actually confirmed. I didn't know it was actually supposed to be in
It's
the
the
Star
same
Wars
universe,
universe.
and obviously we've got a baby Hooter, so
Yeah, well,
but
leftover costume. Hey,
but
have we used this in any time? Okay, let's put that in there.
and I'm gonna so we obviously have
Hey, wait, well, wasn't there a character in when they redid episode 1 and they had the Cantina band and the thing singing?
there was a character Hooter playing
Yeah,
keys,
and the keys and that.
and it was said that that is Hooter. It's the same character.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay.
Yeah. So is this because I'm still not sure when Skeleton Crew takes place.
Right.
So
I mean, I was actually because when I was looking at this, I was like, "Yo, are these did the kids that were working on that gambling planet?"
in episode 8, I believe it was.
Yeah.
That's what I'm wondering as well. But here's the reason I have zero interest in watching this now. This image says a lot, but let's look at some of the others. Jude Law, but there's those same kids in the background. More kids. More kids. So I think
This has a very Oliver-esque feel to it right now.
Oh, Oliver. See, what I was thinking was Goonies.
Oh, yo, I can see that too.
Especially like this image here.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw this image, the first thing that went in my head was
that's
Goonies.
crazy. That was Steven Spielberg and George Lucas too, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, I see it. And now, you know what? Now that you say that, I see it. That's funny. I like the Goonies. Goonies is good.
Agreed, but
I think this
I don't need to see a children's television series of Star Wars. Like that doesn't interest me.
I have a feeling this has a bigger this is going to be bigger than it. I mean, I'll probably watch. You know me, I'll probably watch this stuff regardless. But
I'm gonna watch it,
but yeah, I think yeah, this now like seeing Jude Law with the kids, it kind of has an Oliver feel to it as well.
Yeah, I know that I have like at this point zero chance of convincing my wife to watch this with me.
Why? You don't like kid actors? Oh, that's right. You don't like kid actors.
She hates kid actors.
So weird.
Yeah, like she.
So weird.
I can't even remember what it was. We watched something recently, and I was like,
"Did she just pick it apart as she does?"
Because there was a kid.
Don't understand that woman sometimes.
Yeah, but I mean, I will say I am myself turned off at this point by this series because
you know what I thought, because when I remember when we were talking about when they announced these series a couple years back, I think it was at Comic-Con or it was at D23 something, when they announced these shows coming, I was like, oh dope. And I thought that what's his name that ended up being in
Acolyte,
yeah,
who was in Squid Games.
I thought he was in this show.
And as Jenny confirms, they're the worst, meaning kids.
Jenny says that, yeah.
Children actors. And I'm sure, as Jenny did last week or the week before, she'll call out the actor's name again from Squid Games.
Yeah, I can't remember his name, but yeah, I thought they had said that he was going to be in this show.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
or if he is, and I'm wrong, then we know that the time period in which this takes place is
before.
in the High Republic.
Yeah, and these, and I mean, the whole thing was, I thought this was, when I first originally heard this, I thought this was going to be like almost kind of like an adults, like there was like this small band that was like scrap herding, for throughout the Lee Jung Jae
Lee Jung Jae.
Jai. Okay. Yeah, I thought this was going to be kind of one of those type deals, but I'm interested. Like I said, I like let's see what these children do.
So if we were in America, what would his name be, James?
Huh?
As we present our names in America, what is his name?
Like you mean like Lee Jung Jae?
No. So his name in America, if we were presenting them as we present, James Devereaux Lewis, would be Jung Jae Lee.
Oh,
Last
they
name
do.
comes
They
first.
do last name first.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yep.
So last first. So like we see on the like we see out of some forums, like last first middle.
Yes, we look to educate you here on the Fat and Black Connection.
Huh.
And when I
I
say
did
we
not know that.
educate you, we look to educate James.
Like every people who are watching this knew that. Besides
Knew-
Jenny.
You
And
never
you.
know. I mean, I'm sure Jimmy didn't. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm certain Jimmy didn't.
Yeah, like that's something I did not know. I have to one of the things I had to remember is on passports they do like we have it, actually we have day, month, year, but other places, and so other places have, I would forget that it's day, month, and then year on the passport. So sometimes I would be like, "Oh, happy birthday," and I'd be like, "Wait, no, that doesn't work." And then I had to remember that. Oh, yeah, that's right. The middle number is the month. So
Yes,
on
and
a lot of passports.
Jenny says there are no middle names in Korea.
Oh, so then his first name is
Jung Jae.
Jung Jae. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. I did not know that either. All right.
And Jeff claims to have known it.
He didn't know that shit. Sorry.
And there's the real James.
Sorry. Oh, I apologize. That just came straight out.
I thought it, so
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't disagree with you.
Sorry, Jenny. I know you don't like the swear.
Not a fan of the slurs. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's gonna give me crap probably for it. Thanks, James.
Sorry.
But yeah, getting back to the Hooter.
Yeah.
I won't. I am not excited about this. And I haven't even seen a trailer. Like, I'm sure one is forthcoming.
Yeah, give me the trailer. Let me see what that's about. And like again, I'm gonna watch it just because it's it's a
But
series.
the one thing I will say is quite possibly, depending on how this turns out, and if it ends up being good, this could be what I introduce Star Wars universe to my kid.
Hey, that wouldn't be bad.
Like she already has like I don't know if you know this, but they released Golden Books.
Yeah,
Like kids. So they released, and we have a full series of episodes 1 through 9. It's in one combined book. So she has that. So she knows who Darth Vader is and Luke Skywalker and
I need to see
Anakin.
this book.
She knows Anakin becomes Darth Vader. Like so. So she's already been introduced to it. But I could see this being the first like thing she watches.
Okay, yeah, because I remember when I saw A New Hope when I was in elementary school, I think, and yeah, it was kind of heavy. It was a little. I was like, huh?
And Jeff wants you to take him out to Hooters for some chicken wings.
We can do that. Actually, I'd much rather, if we're gonna go anywhere, I'd much rather go to Twin Peaks for wings.
What exactly is Twin Peaks?
Twin Peaks is basically like Hooters with better food.
Can you tell me anything more?
Yeah. So, well, okay. Like, I'll tell you about the first time I ever went to Twin Peaks. Okay, so, um, I'd moved out here. I'd been out here for maybe a couple months, and we went, and I was staying with my buddy Rick, and he was like, "Yo, let's go out to eat," and I was like, "Where?" And he was like, "We'll go to Twin Peaks," and I was like, "What is Twin Peaks?" And he's like, "It's kind of like Hooters, but just better." And I was like, "I'm down." And we go in there, and I guess it had to be, I think it was around Halloween or something like that. And we walked in there, and I was just like, "What in the world?" So normally their outfits are like uh cut, like not cutoffs, but like jean shorts, boots, and like like kind of a flannel type top, like a tight flannel. Um, and so it's kind of like a lumberjack feel. But this night, I guess it was Halloween, and they were having, and these girls were walking around in like lingerie, and I was like, what? What is going on here? And I was just like, I was kind of like mind boggled, but like the beer was better, the food was better. It's a little bit more, but the food was better. The items on the menu were, everything was just kind of better. So Twin Peaks is basically, I say, higher end Hooters.
Fair enough. And I was corrected. It is Lee Jung Jae.
Lee Jung
Lee
Jai
Jung Jae. Lee
Jay.
Jung Jae. Yeah.
Okay.
I was just berated for that. So, um, yeah, I guess I better get it right or pay the price.
Yeah. Get it right or pay the price.
Um, what else? What else is going on, man?
Oh, I bid today.
You what?
I had my bid today. I think I
Shift bid?
said, yeah.
So are you on the same schedule?
No. I mean, okay, so I got the same days off, so that's not an issue. So I still have,
Okay.
I will still have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday off, which is actually kind of nice because going into the holidays are Christmas Day. I will have Thanksgiving off, and then I will have Christmas Eve and Christmas Day off, and I will have New Year's Eve and New Year's Day off as well. So that's exciting.
People were not forward thinking, huh?
Apparently not, and that's, I was just hoping to have the same days off. Just, and my mindset was because of recording, which I'm hopefully will be able to get announcements out for auditions and stuff soon. Anyways, besides that, but yeah, so I did shift bid today. I will be at the same checkpoint. But I will be working from, they took away a lot of the 10-hour shifts, and I just really wanted to work a 10-hour shift because those 3 days off is amazing. And it will be, so I will be working from same days, so Friday to Monday, but I will be working 11:30 a.m. to 10 p.m.
11:30 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Yes.
That's 11 and a half hours. So are you taking an hour and a half lunch?
All right, 11 to 10.
Hold on. No, you're right. Okay,
Yeah.
never mind.
Yeah, 30 minutes.
11:30 a.m. to
Mhm.
10 p.m.
Yeah.
So that shift diff went down.
Yeah, so I mean, I'll only get so shift the night differential starts at 6, so I'll only be getting 4 hours this time. Yeah, so that kind of sucks. But like, again, I don't know. I think it's our higher up boss. She apparently doesn't like 10-hour shifts. One of the guys from training, the new guy who's like head of training, doesn't like 10-hour shifts. But I'm like, yo, you guys don't have to work these shifts. It's us who has to work those shifts. And
What
so
don't they like about it?
I don't know. Like that's just what I heard. They might not care, but that's what I heard from multiple sources, like managers and supervisors and stuff. But the thing is that like I was talking to one of the guys, and he was like, they'll probably do this for one. He's been here. He's been at the airport for number of years, so he was like, they'll probably do this. They've done this before where they've taken away a bunch of bids, and because like they took away like at the terminal I'm at, we had a lot of people who were part time who worked like the morning shift.
Mhm.
They took away like all the part time shifts over at T3, which I'm like, why would you do that? But whatever. And like he said, they've done this before where they've taken stuff away and they've added stuff, and they'll do it for like, a bid, kind of see how it works out, and then they'll be like, oh, we messed up, and then they'll go back and like change it up again. So we'll see.
Well, I mean, at least you have you're 4 on 3 off, so
Yeah.
that's nice.
That's primarily all I wanted, and I was really hoping to get these days off, just because I did know, like, I've had them for like the past, well, at least the past year, I think it's been.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now it'll be a year and a half that at the end of this shift bid, that I've done the 10s, and they're fine for me. I like I said, I enjoy the 3 days off, and especially with the recording, that gives me like 3 days solid that I can record.
See, the only thing that I think would maybe be better is like if it was, 2 on, 2 off, 2 on, 1 off. Like if you had that third day off as like maybe one of the weekend days.
That would be, but I had split days off. I've had split days off before, like
Mhm.
when at errands and stuff. I did not like split days off.
Well, there's a difference between having split days off when you only have 2 days off, but
Yeah.
having split days off where you have 2 together and another one
Oh,
is,
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
yeah. So imagine if you worked like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday off, work Thursday, Friday, Saturday off, Sunday work, Sunday, Monday work. You know what I mean? Like it would be 2 on, 2 off, 1 on, 2, 1 off. Like it.
So, but yeah. Oh, so it would change from week to week though. In that case, wouldn't it?
No. It could be static or it could change, but I don't know. If I had the
I mean,
option,
it would be nice to have a weekend day off, but at the same time, like,
you have no life.
I don't. But also like, during the week, things are less crowded.
Yeah,
So,
true.
like I don't really like, again, I don't go down to the strip, but the strip is less crowded during the week in most cases. The weekend, it's crazy. The So like if I was here on vacation, then yeah, I might want to be here on the weekend, but um or going into a weekend. But yeah, no, I think just being able to go during the week, like I cheap movies on Tuesdays, they have we have this on Wednesdays, and there's stuff to do just during the day on Wednesday, Thursday. I've been able to go see some of these movies like the day before they release in some cases. So so that's been nice. So I enjoy these days again, and I will have all the holidays off this year.
Yeah, that
This
is
coming
nice.
up, bid, I'll have all the holidays, which I've never had.
Which
Well, I can't
which
say never,
is
but
which is nice because you also get paid for
I get
those
paid for it,
holidays.
and I don't have to actually be there.
Yeah, so you're gonna have extra cash on those checks.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, and I won't, and again, I won't have to deal with I'll have to deal with some of the craziness like prior to, but the Christmas Eve hit that we got, and the Christmas Day hit that we randomly get, or at least the past year that we got, I won't have to deal with those this year, and I'm okay.
But you could if you wanted to.
Oh yeah, I definitely. Like if somebody's
Go
like,
pick up. Can you pick? Do you guys have like, hey, we need somebody for 4 hours or something?
Mhm. Yeah, they'll do that. They'll do that
See,
sometimes.
I
during
would
the
totally
holidays.
do that. Like,
Oh yeah, no, like
if-
I like on for me, since like I don't have any kids or anything, so like Christmas Day, if somebody's like, hey, can you work? I'd be like, yo, I'll take like half a shift or something like that.
Mhm.
I won't take your full shift, but I'll take half a shift.
Yeah,
on
I
Christmas
would
Day.
too, because
And
that's
cool.
that's all overtime on top of already getting 8, so it's double time
Yeah,
and a half
so yeah,
basically.
exactly. So I mean, I'd be down to do that. So I mean, like you know. But like, I haven't been able, like, I have not been able to do anything really on New Year's
Now
Eve
the flip side is,
since I've been out. I mean, that's a lie, because when I first moved out here, we did New Year's Eve, and then yeah, I did New Year's Eve a couple times since I've been out here, but nothing. I haven't really been able to do anything.
so you don't think you're going to go spend like Christmas with your dad or your mom?
Oh no, like, well, so if anything, maybe my dad might come back out here for Christmas this year. Like, he came last year.
Mm-hmm.
So he might come back out here for Christmas, and I'll actually be able to spend, more time with him, because like last year I had to I'll have to go to work like early, but like I'll actually have Christmas Eve and Christmas Day off. And then the day after. So that'll be nice. So I'll probably be able to at least do, if he comes here, I'll do that. But that I do have the option to go to him as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that, so I have some options here, which is nice.
Absolutely.
Which I haven't had in the past.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm excited.
Cool, man. You got anything
Yeah.
else fun, exciting?
Not really. I'm I think I'm depending on, I have to, I got to go through my glove box. I think that's where I have those passes and see how much I have in those, and then I might just use those to go see Deadpool IMAX 3D. I didn't realize it was, and apparently, okay, so there's a couple. We worked in an IMAX theater, so I definitely know what an IMAX theater is. And I don't know if just the projector that they're using is an IMAX projector, so they can call it that. But the ones that I've seen that say IMAX have definitely not been IMAX.
The Galaxy and Sparks is a true IMAX.
I never actually went to that one.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I never went to that one.
That is a true IMAX.
No. I'm saying like the one there was the one in Pleasanton at Hacienda. That's a true IMAX.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
The one that we worked at, of course, was a true IMAX. Yeah, there might be the one in Sparks that's a true IMAX, but I'm just saying the two theaters that I've been to that said they were IMAX were not IMAX size screens. Which was like, I was like, what? Like, I didn't get it. Like, I was like, this is not IMAX, like, whatever. So, but I did hear, so I asked the last time, remember when I was going to see that preview at AMC?
Mm-hmm.
I asked her that day, when I went there, I asked about the IMAX theater in there, and she said, oh yeah, that's in a different area. So I want to go see if that's a true IMAX. If it's a true IMAX, I'll be cool, because then for the next Avatar, I know where to go see it. Because I saw, like, I went to go see Way of Water, and it said it was IMAX, but like I went in there and I was like, this isn't IMAX. So I was bummed, because I saw the first Avatar in Pleasanton on that IMAX, and that was, very, I mean, like, massive. And so like going to see this one, and it was just like, and I was like, this is like half an IMAX screen. Maybe even like a quarter of an IMAX screen. Might as well have been just like a regular movie theater screen. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm gonna go check out this one at AMC and see if that's an actual IMAX screen. And if it is, we're good. If it's not, then I'm gonna raise all hell. No, I'm just kidding. I don't really care that much. I just love to get a theater that actually has an actual IMAX theater. So
screen. I don't.
Yeah, IMAX theater screen.
Because the one thing I will say, like the IMAX theater you and I worked at was an IMAX theater. It was just a one box theater built for just that screen, and so they made it massive with. I think that if I remember correctly, that house was just shy of 1,000 seats, and it was at an amusement park, right?
Yeah.
But the IMAX theater at Sparks is not. It's probably like 500 seats.
Mm-hmm.
So the house is not as big, but the screen is a true IMAX size screen.
Yeah, like no, say again, like in Pleasanton, the screen is like an IMAX. It's an IMAX screen, and the theater is just. It's not like a huge.
Well, I thought the one in Pleasanton was pretty close to Great America.
I don't remember, because we kind of always sat in the same place, like at that theater, so I don't know. But
Well,
yeah,
I didn't because I used to run the projection up in the top. So
no, I'm saying, and when we sat in the theater at Great America, I mean, we didn't really sit in the theater; we sat in the back,
yeah,
or we sat at one of the exits.
or in the staff room to hang out.
Right, depending on, especially if it was the wind one. Ugh.
Mm.
Race
Race the wind.
the wind. That was
How sad is that though that we remember
yeah.
what that film was called, even though we both know how much I remember like
I
because,
mean, I enjoyed it like the first couple times, then it was just like, okay, I'm over it.
but like you had the benefit, like when I ended up going up and working in the projection booth, like you had the benefit of not having to watch the film. I had to actually watch the film because part of my job was
Oh
to
yeah,
look and see are there little hairs and to hit the wiper to get the film
yeah,
clean. So I had to watch that
Yeah.
thing
yeah.
3 times a day. For,
Instinct Larger Than Live, which was that was dope. I enjoyed that one. The Siegfried and Roy, the Music Box 3D, that was just, no matter how gay you thought they were in IMAX and 3D, it's
they
even
were
gay,
that much more gay.
that much more gay. Um,
God rest Siegfried's soul.
both of them are dead.
Or is
now.
it Roy? Are they both dead now?
Yeah, I think they're both dead.
Oh man, that's kind of sad.
Yeah. And then there was another one. I think after there was another one. I think the year after, but that doesn't matter either. So it is what it is. But it was a good run while we had it. And but yeah. So
Yeah, they are both dead. One died in 20 and one died in 21.
Oh, was it in 20?
Yeah, Ludwig Horn died in 2020. Siegfried Fischbacher died in 21.
Oh. I didn't realize that they died that close. Again.
I mean, when you lose the love of your life.
It happens sometimes. But yeah, no, I think but yeah, no, like I said, I'm very interested to see what this theater is. And yeah.
April 28, 2020, Horn's publicist stated that Horn had tested positive for the virus that causes COVID-19. His condition deteriorated and he died 10 days later on May 8th. So
that doesn't, well, that also because this probably combined with the stroke and everything that he had.
So Roy Horn, also known as Ludwig Horn, he died from COVID. I did not know that.
I did not realize that either.
At the Mountain View Hospital in Las Vegas.
Okay, I didn't know that. Yeah,
and on January 11, 2021, Fischbacher died of terminal pancreatic cancer.
Oh, I didn't know that one.
So Horn was 75, Fischbacher 81.
Jeez. All that plastic surgery helped, I guess.
Maybe. Speaking of old men, I wanted to show one last image of our buddy Lawrence Iriarte, who was down at Comic-Con this last weekend and got to meet Phil Lamar. And evidently, I shouldn't say meet because they actually know each other. So, they've worked on some stuff together. So,
oh, yeah.
But for me, Phil Lamar, I always think of two things. I think of course, Mad TV and Futurama. But he did also voice a Green Lantern, which is why Phil Lamar was there.
Wearing a Green Lantern ring.
Yes.
Which one did he did the John?
Yeah.
From Ultimate Unlimited?
Let's see. Let me look it up. He was John Stewart, Green Lantern in DC Animated Universe, Justice League. It does not specify which series.
Well, I think it was. I think both Justice League. I think Justice League turned into Justice League Unlimited.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe so.
But evidently, he also voiced Static.
Oh, really?
And Shiz.
Shiz.
Looks like a villain. But
Oh.
yeah, Static was also him. Didn't realize
I
that.
did not realize that either.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So before we wrap this shindig up, I do got to plug one more time that I will be on Pop Culture Kaboom this Sunday at
Make it-
6:30 p.m. Pacific, KNVC 95.1 FM or knvc.org.
Big announcements.
Huge. They're going to be massive.
I won't. Unfortunately, I won't be able to listen, but you've already kind of gave me the download. So
Yeah. Well, and I'll give you the final download on
Sunday.
Yeah, before, but
Yeah.
I would highly suggest if you are coming to KaboomCon, and even if you're not, but if you're coming to KaboomCon, you're gonna want to tune in.
Yeah, listen up. Listen up.
Because
Unless
if
you want to be
haven't
surprised,
if you haven't already bought your tickets,
you're gonna
this-
buy them now.
this is gonna make you want to buy them because I've been telling people do not wait to buy your tickets.
We told everybody. I think
I've
I told
said that-
everybody at the we've said it multiple. You said it multiple times here. I know at Silver Edge we told people, and at I know I was telling people at Powerhouse.
Mm-hmm.
So
I mean, people, if you don't want to listen, you might miss out on some
stop being hard headed.
some pretty serious stuff. And I did want to just give a last minute update before we tune out of here. That since we have been doing this show over the last 1 hour and 58 minutes and 40 seconds, Oak Bridge has had 150 downloads.
Tell people.
150 downloads.
That's why I
in less than
post
2 hours.
Have you seen my hashtags on there?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I say hashtag tell everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's all that this has been a lot of word of mouth. I guarantee you. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. The outside of the country stuff, I have zero clue. Like I know that the posts that I've made personally from the stuff that we've gotten from Ashley Dean, who is the creator of Oak Bridge. When I post that stuff, which will probably be later tonight, early tomorrow morning, that stuff, those have been like blown up because they just get put out to a lot of people, and so people follow. I mean, a lot of it's probably spam followers, but whatever, I don't care. I like followers. So like I've gotten a lot of people who at least view them, and that might take them to go find it or whatever, but however you're getting there, I don't really care. Just keep listening, keep enjoying it. As I told you before, my dad is somebody that's really hard to impress, and he always is like, I cannot wait for the next episode. So
I'm going to give you some last minute statistics just so people understand how this show is growing. So episode 1 released, and in its first week had 546 downloads. Right away, just from that, I was like, this is great.
Yeah.
This is huge, right? And then episode 2 released, and in its first week had 591 downloads. So an improvement, which is fantastic, but only about 50 more, but still an improvement. I was like, cool. If we see 550, 600 downloads per episode,
just steadily,
then I'm happy. Like that's a success in my book. Episode 3 first week, 785.
Yeah. Even
Episode 4 first week, 976.
Yep.
Episode 5 first week, 1.3 thousand.
Talk to him.
Episode 6, and we haven't finished the first week. It's only Wednesday. We got 2 more days to go.
Talk to him.
Already 1.5.
Hey, hey, real quick. Tell them how many we got on episode 1 now.
How many total downloads on episode 1?
Yeah, let them know.
6,613.
Telling you, bruh, this show, I mean, like, I had no idea. None whatsoever.
Yeah.
The show is just dumb blown up. Done blown up.
Yeah. I don't even know. Like, and again, we have 4 more episodes to go before we get, 4 more episodes,
We're at
3 more, and then the finale.
a total of what 20? We're over 20,000 downloads.
Over 21,000.
Oh, over 20. I'm sorry. Oh, sorry. Correction. 21,000 downloads. And again, we ain't done yet, people. Let's go. Keep them coming, baby.
Just in the last to wrap this up, in the last 14 days, because we've talked about this quite a bit. The last
Yeah.
14 days,
Just 14.
14,000 plus.
There you go. There you go. Tell everybody. Hashtag Oakbridge Show. Hashtag 97 to now. Hashtag top 10. Hashtag tell everybody. Hashtag proud director.